down and travels to Marinette Catholic Central. Ironwood takes on Gwynn in the Superior Dome, and the Sioux was at Rudyard again last night. Of course, we had Florence Bobcat football as they finished their season 4-5, their first losing season since 1982. Now with the starting lineups for the Forest Park Trojans tonight, there are some changes traveling from north to south. Lake Linden set to kick off. We're just about underway here. We'll give you that starting lineup for the Lakes as we get a chance for their offensive linemen. And the kick bounced into the ground. Scott Holmes returns from the 35, cuts it upfield at the 40, out to the 42, and we're underway. Nice return by Scott Holmes.
WYKB AM and Stereo FM.
High backfield, straight behind him, Kyle Holmes, and penalty on the very first play. A flag flies. We're going to have a motion against the Trojans. 5-yard penalty right off the bat, Brendan.
Well, Forest Park looks a little shaky.
We're going to talk to the captains at halftime. I've got an interview with David Group, Kyle Holmes, and Jason Foka, 3 captains for the Trojans. Now the Trojans first and 15. David Group the pass. He's got Stewart out here in the flat. Stewart drops the ball. He catches at the 45-yard line, in and out of his hands. The first pass attempt. Here's David Group, 2nd and 15 now for the Trojans. The ball at about the 37-yard line now. Group on the handoff to Kyle Holmes, and Holmes is going to be swarmed under, and I believe there's a fumble on the play at the 35-yard line. We're going to see what the signal is. It is Kyle Holmes drops the ball, recovered by the Lakers, and they're going to start out in excellent field position at the 35-yard line. Holmes brings his team up to the line. Immediately behind him, Bill Robertson, 205-pound lead back, and deep Kurt Rowe. The pitch to Rowe, ball's loose on the ground, fumble right back, and the Trojans recover, coming right back. So straight off break, Matt Wilcox recovers for the Trojans, and an exciting
offense so far.
Well, this actually is a plus. They got back that 5-yard penalty yardage. It's 1st and 10 now from the Trojans, and they're at their own 37-yard line. David Group on a quarterback sneak. He ran the wedge play, Brendan, and he's going to have a gain of about 3 on the play. First positive yardage from the Trojans tonight. That'll bring up a 2nd and 7. We're just underway here at Forest Park Athletic Field. 10 minutes and 1,800 pounds. Lake Linden packing it in a little bit. They've got a couple of defensive backs, but they're mostly looking for running so far. Group on the call. Hand up to Simone. Simone coming around the right-hand side. He's going to be tackled in the backfield for a loss, and that's number 70, I believe. We'll see who Jamie LeBeau brought last week. Michael Simone made some big yardage cutting it out. Now single back Kyle Holmes, 2 split wide receivers. Group rolls out to the left under pressure. Now he's going to be sacked. David Group sacked in the backfield for a big loss there. Number 95 for the Lake Linden Lakes. And Wilcox set back on his 20-yard line. He'll be set to kick. 4th and 14. Still no score. Just underway. We had a pair of fumbles. Wilcox with a high spiraling kick. John Coos catches it at the 30 to the 45, out to the 50-yard line, and into Trojan territory. He's finally brought down at about the 49-yard line in Trojan territory by Marks, his position out there, number 47 for the Lakes. Excuse me, that's 42. He comes in motion. Here's the handoff right up the middle, and stop for a short gain. Very little, maybe a gain of 2 on the play, but boy, the Forest Park Trojan defense there quickly. That's the fullback. Back to live action. Doug Hodges brings the team up to the Lakes. 2nd and 8. Here's the pitch to Rowe on the left side. He fumbles it again, but he gets the handle. He's gone around the left-hand side, down inside 30-yard line to the 25-yard line. Big run by Kurt Rowe. He just comes out there 5'6". We're going to call it a gain of 25 on the play. Left or right defensive end for the Trojans. 1st and 10 now for the Lakers, though. Got a man in motion, hand up to Rowe up the middle. He's going to have a gain of maybe 4 on the play. They're going to move it down to about the 21-yard line. The marker brings in a play. Doug Hodges brings his team up to the line. 2nd and 6. Man in motion behind him. Hodges hands up right up the middle. Billy Roberts. Roberts charging forward. He's going to have a gain of another 4 yards. Down near the 15. It'll be about the 17-yard line. Ball popped loose in there, but recovered by the Lakers. Boy, it's a perfect night for football. It's got to be. There's no reason that there'd be any fumble. Back, 6 foot, 172 pounds. Looks over to Trojan defense. 3rd and long, 2 from the 17-yard line. Handoff on the right. Roberts dives forward. He's down inside the 15, down near the 10-yard line. It'll be enough for the first down. 2nd first down of the night. We'll see where they spot it. But we'll call it the 10-yard line. Hodges now, 2 receivers split wide right. He pitches to the left. Rowe coming around the left side. He's going to dive for the corner of the end zone. Touchdown for the Lakes. Lake Linden Hubbell goes on top with 6:12 to go, and the Lakers take the first lead of the ball game, Brendan.
And Roll just runs around, right around Matt Wilcox when Wilcox is blocked and taken out from
the game. We'll give you those scores again, but if you heard me do it, they're going to go for two now. Hodges. Pitch to Roll, on the left-hand side again. Roll diving forward. He's going to be stopped short, I believe. Oh, no, they give it to him right at the end line. The official has to come up from the side. Let's see, I only see 1, 2. No, there's nothing. We'll be back with the kickoff after this on WIKB. They hit the ball. Dennis Schmidt, the kicker. Deep for the Trojans. Stewart, Marcahola, and Michael Simone. Mark Stewart in the middle. Here's the kick. This one again. It's bouncer on the ground. Gets past Scott Holmes. Marcahola picks it up on the left side. Dives forward near the 36 or 37-yard line. And Forest Park will take over and start first and 10. Right where they started their first offense in the series tonight. Anything going in their first two possessions. Got the ball back after a fumble, but then had to kick. Here's Simone coming around the right-hand side. Kyle Holmes out as the lead blocker. Simone will get up over the 40-yard line. A gain of about 4 on the play. That's the biggest offensive play of the night so far for the Trojans. From the Superior Dome as the Trojans take on Bessemer. That's the late game again, folks. 8 o'clock local time start. Group on the call. Quick pass. He's looking for Scott Holmes. Holmes grabs it at the 45 and out for first down. Scott Holmes that time a nice job of pulling it down and then turning upfield on the run. Gain of 8 on the play, and that's what we'll do for you. Get the guys fired up a little.
Well, that play works for the Trojans. The end goes out in a quick pass by David Group.
Group on the hand up to the left side. Now Simone dives through a hole. He's knocked back quickly. Boy, oh boy. No gain on the play. Number 42. I want to get the numbers. 42 and 30 for the Lakes. Studio the figures. I haven't get out a calculator. We'll figure out what these scores average. I was able to get them just before game time. Now Steve Farrell being led off the sidelines. He's got an equipment problem for the Lakes. J formation. Group on the call. Quick pass again over the middle. Scott Holmes enough for a first down. Now that's going to be a play that the Lakers have seen, Lake Linden Lakes.
But hopefully the Lakes won't pick up on it.
Forest Park now to Lake Linden Hubbell Lakes. 39.5-yard line in their own territory. Here's Simone coming around the right side following a block. Simone's going to have a gain of 5. He's down to about the 34-yard line. Forest Park starting to grind it out a little bit.
They got to figure out how they run on their offense, and hopefully they can get it going.
That's a good point. You mind the store, do your own business first. Here's the handoff again to Simone off the right side. Again, he's following a block by Holmes. Drives down near the 30-yard line. This is going to be short, but it'll be close to a first down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 1. So we'll give Mike 2-down territory for the Trojans. I'm sure we'll see Ray Palmer pull out all the stops tonight. Handoff right up the middle. This is going to be to Hola. He should have enough for, depending on the spot. It looks like it. Gain of 1 for Marcahola. I'm going to call it a first down from up here from our vantage point in the press box here. Every week we tell you what a nice press box we have in different places, or we tell you if it isn't very nice. This is one of the nicer ones. They're going to call for a measurement crew and then for the radio crew. So very nice setup here. And it is the first down. The Trojans pick up their 3rd. David Group brings his team up to the line, and now the penalty. Somebody's lined up in the neutral zone. Oh, and against the Trojans. Boy, you can't afford to be giving up these kind of penalties to a good team. Rapine now for the Trojans. The ball plays back at the 35-yard line. Group on the call. I-backs, hand up to Simone. Simone coming around the right-hand side, following a block by Holmes. He cuts it up and almost breaks it. Michael Simone gain down inside the 30. It's going to be a gain of about 8 yards. The Lakes on top, 8-0. After an early drive, they had a drive of 50 yards. To score, David Group on a quarterback sneak up the middle. Group down near the 20-yard line. He's going to be near first down territory. It's going to bring up another 3rd and short.
Blocking the blockers inside and out, so Forest Park just jams it up the middle.
Group on the call. Handoff spin to Kyle Holmes. He's got a first down board. Holmes down to the 15-yard line. Boy, Holmes almost broke that one too, Brennan. He gained a...
Balls.
Back to live action, 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. David Group on a spin, hand up to Simone. Simone running down the line, and we're going to have a penalty flag fly in here. This will either be, it is holding against the Trojans. Oh, talk about shoot yourself in the... David Group now, it's 1st and 20 for the Trojans, but they're back at the 24-yard line. Group straight back in the pocket to pass. He's got some time, setting up a screen pass. He's got Mark Stewart out there. Stewart's going to be tackled for a huge loss. Stewart's back at the 39-yard line. folks. A loss of 15 on the play. That one, it took too long, unfortunately. That isn't going to help the statistics at all. Second and a bunch. Group now on the hand up to Simone. Simone coming up the outside, right down near the, he's down close to the 30-yard line. Gets a little bit of it back. 3rd and 28, actually, it's marked. Ball at the 31-yard line right now. 3 seconds to go. Group on the call. He just gets it off. Pass to Wilcox and in and out of his hands at the 20-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter with the score 8-0. We'll send it back to the studios. We'll be back with second quarter action on WIKB right after this. Here's David Group. It's 4th down and a bunch from the 31-yard line. Forest Park's going to hand off now. It's pitch back to Group. Group's got a receiver going. Simone down there in the end zone looking for interference. There's going to be no call on the play. Boy, oh boy. Michael Simone could not. Well, we have to be charitable because the official was in a good position to see it. First down for the Lakes now. They're going from our left to our right here in the second quarter. Handoff off the left-hand side. It's going to be a gain of about 4 on the play. That's Roberts on the carry. They're 200, although most of the leaves are gone now. The color pretty much south of us. Handoff on the left-hand side here to, I believe that's Roberts again on the ride. Brought down by David Group. Now that's Kurt Rowe on the carry, and Rowe is going to have a gain of 4 to speak of. Just the right chill in the air. Beautiful day today, fall day. 3rd and 2 now. The Lakes on the handoff. This is Roberts. Roberts driving forward and still going on his feet. He's down to the 50. Took about 4 Trojans. Finally brought him down. Roberts kept his feet going. He took Mark Stewart for a ride. Riding his back. Couldn't bring him down. 1st and 10 now for the Lakes. They're leading 8-0. John Coos going around the right-hand side. Nice spin move. He cuts it up. He's down to the 40-yard line. Maybe inside the 40 of the Forest Park Trojans. Faced with 3rd and 4th down and 37 yards to go. Here's the second play here on the drive. 2nd and 4. Hodges hands off to Coos off the middle. Coos is going to be stopped for no gain on the play that time. Number 20 stopped for no gain. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 4. John's been up in Lake Linden. It was a cold day up there, as I recall. Here's the pitch to Kurt Rowe on the left side. Rowe's going to dive for it. He's short at the first down. Now it'll be an interesting call. Kurt Rowe short by about a yard, a full yard at least. We'll see where they actually spot it. He had to get a let 4th and a yard go. If you can't make it, you don't deserve to be number 1 in the state. So Hodges on the pitch. Kurt Rowe coming around the right side. He dives for it, just barely makes it over the line. He had to go in the air, but they're going to give him enough for a first down. There's a flag on the play, however. We'll have to see. It's a holding call against the Lakes, so this play will come back.
This fine food restaurant of Crystal Falls serves up delicious home cooking.
4th down, 4th and 6 for the Lakes. 8 minutes and 9 seconds to go. Kurt Rowe is back to kick. He's at his own 45-yard line. Nice snap. Kick off the side of his foot. It's heading at the 30-yard line. Now they get a Linden bounce. It comes down, and it's going to be down at the 22-yard line. And Forest Park will take over 1st and 10, 2:30, and then there's another game at 4 tomorrow. And that'll be the end of the season for Iron County Pop Warner this year. Handoff to Simone off the right side. Simone dives for it out over the 25 or near the 25. Give him a gain of 3 on the play. Simone working the right side of the Trojan offense and alternating his guards and sending the plays in with them. David Group now on the call. 2nd and 7 for the Trojans at the 25-yard line. Quick handoff up the middle to Stewart. Mark Stewart with a short gain. He'll have a gain of about 3 on the play. Bobcats down by 8 and scored on 2 plays in 32 seconds from 60 yards out. So never say never, folks. David Group back to pass. Puts it out here in the flat to Wilcox. Wilcox hitting hard and stopped short of the first down. He catches it, drops quickly at the 30-yard line. It's going to be 4th down now. Anderson stays right where he should on the far sideline with the yard marker. We're going to have to see. This would be a tremendous break for the Trojans as they stretch it out. No, it looks like they're going to be short. Yeah, I didn't think they had that one, Brendan. 4th and about a half a yard. 6 minutes to go. You hope that the Trojans here get a good snap. We don't want to have any turnovers now. Make the Lakes earn whatever they get. Good snap from center. And nice kick. Coos gets it at the 40. Comes up the right side. Now he cuts back the middle to 50. It's Trojan territory down to the 47-yard line where Jason Solka makes the stop. Also number 61. That's 17 more yards they've got to go. Okay, Doug Hodges brings his team out. Hodges to Coos. No, he's back to pass. He's got a receiver wide open. Number 82's out there. He's going to score, folks. No question about it. That was a beautiful fake. Dennis Schmidt wide open. A 47-yard touchdown pass on the first play from scrimmage. Ron Warner set that one up with the running game all night. That's only the first pass attempt from Doug Hodges. And Dennis Schmidt was wide open. There wasn't a Trojan within 10 yards of him, folks. So, Hodges just had to lay it out there. 5:34 to go here in the first half. And the Lakes now on top by 2 touchdowns. Hodges rolls right now. He pass out here in the end zone. Cut for the extra point. No, they're going to say he bounced it off the ground. The official said it hit the ground and fell and dove forward, but 2 points toward the touchdown and set the kick off now for the Lakes. And he approaches the ball. A low kick here caught by Jeremiah Tramartha. He goes right to his knees. Boy, Jeremiah could have walked forward and gained another 10 yards, Brendan, but he's not hollering at him, folks. He's making a point to saying if no one's around you, you're allowed to go forward and then fall down when they come near you. Well, David Group on the call. Looks over the defense. Long count, right up the middle. David Group out to the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3. See where they get off. He must see something. 2nd and 6 from Forest 41-yard line. Now another penalty lined up in the neutral zone. It's against the Trojans, and I believe that's against Scott Holmes. We're going to have to see that. We're hospitable to our guests, but to what extent? 2nd now and 11. Group on the call. He goes straight back in the pocket under a big rush. David Group's going to be sacked. Ball is loose. I think they'll call that an incomplete. Yes, they are waving it off. Incomplete forward pass. Michael Simone 40 yards downfield here, but he had a Linden Hubbell Lake heading towards the school. Big crowd tonight. The field is lined on both sides all the way around, except for the south end zone, and there's a few people down there too. Group on the call. Quick pass, pop pass, almost intercepted. It goes off of Matt Wilcox. Boy, he had Mark Stewart out here in the flat open, but the pass was designed to go to Wilcox. Those of you at home, if you aren't joining us, look out your window to the east. You'll see a beautiful moon, just some light clouds. This is a beautiful full moon out tonight. A great night for football. Glad you're joining us on WIKB. Kicked by Wilcox, end over end. Going to be taken in by Coos at the 30-yard line. He runs off to his left side down the far side of the field, up to 35, 40, 45. They set up a wall, and Coos almost back to the 50. He's going to go out of bounds at the 48-yard line, but a return of 18 yards by John Coos, third string in there. So sometimes some of those points, Lake Linden looking tough defensively tonight. Hodges now on the call, hand off to Kurt Rowe off the left-hand side, slowed down by Wilcox. Now he's going to be swarmed under. David Group comes up from the defensive secondary, a gain of 1 for Kurt Rowe. Doug Hodges brings his team up. He's got Rowe and Bill Roberts in his backfield. Steve Barrell goes in motion, hand off to Rowe. Rowe off the right-hand side. He's got a big opening now. Cuts it back up in the middle. There's going to be a penalty flag thrown in here. Rowe gets down to about the 35-yard line, but it's going to be a clipping called against the Lakes, and they don't even have to talk to Kyle Holmes. He's waving them back. Take it back. Hodges now looking over the Trojan defense. He's got Roberts in the backfield. Handoff goes to Roberts. He breaks up over the 50. Gain of 5 on the play for Bill Roberts, the bruising tailback, fullback, 5'9", 205-pound senior. An interview with the Forest Park Tri-Captains on what they think about this year so far. Coming up at halftime. Straight back in the pocket. Hodges looking for a screen. He's got Kurt Rowe out there. Rowe gathers it at 45 down to the 50 to the zone 45 down to the 45, but he'll be short of the first down. Boy, Kurt Rowe just showing a lot of quick, happy feet, I guess you call that. The Lakes are going to go for it here on 4th and 3. Hand off to John Coos on a pitch. He's going to be stopped, I believe, in the backfield. And now he dives forward for the first down. We'll have to see where he goes out of bounds. Boy, they had him tied up, Brendan, there deep in his backfield, and somehow he turned the corner.
The Forest Park had him wrapped up, but great moves there by John Coos to dive for the first down.
We'll see where they mark him out. 2 officials talking to each other. There may be a flag on the play. I don't see anything on the field. Do you see a flag? Oh, there it is, way on the far sidelines, right in front of Coach Ron Warner, and he's talking to one of his players, and he's not happy. He's trying to explain something, but they're going to talk to the Lake Linden captain, Doug Hodges. So I'm not sure what the thinking was They're just explaining to the Lake Linden captain, you can either take first down there or you can take it further down, apparently. Face mask is the call. Now they indicate it against the Trojans. It'll be a first down for the Lakes. 1 minute and 35 seconds to go. So the Lakes, we may see another Doug Hodges putting their quick strike capabilities. 14-0. Forest Park still in the game. 21 or 22-0, and you get a little bit disheartened heading to the locker room. Pass out in the flats, caught and dragged down finally from behind. There's going to be a penalty flag called besides, but it's going to be a complete. I'm sure it was defensive interference against the Trojans. Caught out there by number 32, Lee Marcotte. That play starting at the 25-yard line, and he goes out of bounds. The ball is placed inside the 10 at about the, we'll call it the 7-yard line. Okay, there's the signal. Defensive interference against the Trojans. The pass was completed, however. They're going to take a first down at the 7-yard line. If you're to put another point on the board, more points up. Hodges on the call. Rolls to his right. Nobody's out there. Now he's got receiver Coos brings it down. It's going to be short. David Group and Mark Stewart on the tackle. Coos will have a gain of 4. They're going to place the ball now inside at the 4-yard line. Now the Lakes are going to go without a huddle. 1 minute and 10 seconds, and the clock is running. Coos trying to get off the field. He didn't. They're going to throw a penalty. Hodges is going to score, but Coos did not get off the field, and they will be penalized for having 12 men on the field. Boy, Doug Hodges could have taken the time and looked over in the play, and or sent in a change of players. Coos tried to get off the field, but he didn't make it. Second and goal. 59 seconds to go here. Hodges on the call. He rolls to his left. He's got a receiver out in the flats. Coos off his fingertip. Boy, he was wide open too. Kyle Holmes closed fast, but these receivers are coming out of the backfield, and the Forest Park team get a first down, but they've got a lot of time, so that's not a factor. Hodges back in the pocket again. No pressure. He's got a receiver out here. Tipped away on a great defensive play by Mark Stewart. Stewart at the last second dove forward, knocked it out of the hands of Coos. So quickly up to the line. They're pushing the time clock here a little bit. Hodges back in the pocket. Fourth down play. He's got a receiver out there. Ball's in the air. Throwing over his head, and touchdown in the deep corner. David Group on the coverage. You couldn't do it any better than that. Hodges played it on a deep corner pass, and the receiver out there caught it over his right shoulder. Touchdown for the Lakes. Oh my goodness, that's just greatness, folks. This brings his team up to the line. Spins, hands off to Rowe. Rowe off the left hand. No, he throws it. Intercepted by David Group. Group can score. No, they can't do that. I thought you were allowed to score in high school football. It's not in high school. But Group on the interception, coming down the right side. He stops, just lofted it over the shoulder in the deepest corner of the end zone, and Bill Roberts brought that down. Dennis Schmidt to kick off now. Again, a low bobbler. Scott Holmes picks it up at the 30. Now he heads upfield. 35, up to the 40, to the 42-yard line, and Forest Park will have a couple of shots. Wilcox and Group come in off the sidelines. 36 seconds to go. 20-0 your score. Now you're behind. On the other hand, David Group hasn't had a lot of time to throw. Lake Linden is going to be open up in a prevent defense group. Back to the pass. He's got Stewart out there. It's going to be almost picked off by Coos. Mark Stewart couldn't get to it. Good defense by the Lakes. They're back in a prevent. That's coming up real quickly. Second down. Group now. Again, back to pass. I'm glad to see this. Anyhow, at least they're trying. Up over the middle. Simone hits Simone at the 45 in Lakes territory, but Simone finally knocked down. Clock stops with 9 seconds to go, and Coach Ray Palmer will take it.
Michigan's Upper Peninsula lies the Tall Pines, a resort for all.
Coming back, it's a first and 10 for the Trojans after that 17-yard pickup. The ball placed at the 42-yard line of the Lakes. 9 seconds to go. Group has got Simone and Mark Stewart split wide left. Again, the Lakes in a prevent defense. Big rush pass is going to be intercepted by Bill Roberts. He's charging up the right-hand side. Roberts, the clock is going to run out. Roberts driving, and he's going to go out of bounds. That's the end of the first half. That's what happens. But give Ray Palmer and the coaching staff credit. They tried to move the ball and try to get some points on the board. It's 20-0 at halftime. We'll be back with halftime statistics and an interview after these messages from the sponsors who bring you Trojan High School Football Lakes. is Kurt Rowe. He's back there. High spiraling kick by Cabart. It's going to come down at the 15-yard line. And here's Rowe out to the 25, 30, cuts it back in the middle, 35. He's near the 35, a little bit short. Say he's at the 33-yard line. 34, they're going to actually spot it. First and 10 floating above us, a full moon. Brennan's going to keep stats for us here in the second half. We'll have a post-game wrap-up, of course, at the end. Handoff up the middle to Bill Roberts. And Roberts on the carry breaks it forward for a gain of 4 on the play. Bobcats losing last night. They wind up 4-5 on the season. First losing season in 12 years. Here's Curtis Rowe off the left side. First down and more. He's up to the 50-yard line and into Trojan territory. A gain of 12 on the play. Rowe. But there's no reason to. This is an excellent program under an excellent head coach, Ron Warner. 23rd year now. Hand up the middle to Roberts. Roberts charges forward. He's going to have a gain of 5. Down to the Forest Park Trojan 45-yard line.
Seen him in, and hopefully Lake Lennox can keep up this game. We won't say hopefully because we're Forest Park fans, but hopefully Forest Park can get in the game too.
And off by Hodges to Rowe. He breaks it forward, another first down, and down near the 35-yard line. That play started at the 44. First down for the Lakes, a gain of 9 for Kurt Rowe. Powering through defense from the sideline, but even he's not too animated either. Back to pass. Nice faking job again. Pass out here. Wide open receiver. Just overshot him. Doug Hodges. A little strong and a little long. The John Coos down at the 5-yard line. Mark Stewart. High school football here. Great night in Upper Michigan. Hodges on the call. Hand up to Roberts. Right up the middle. He charges forward now. Short gain only. A gain of 3 maybe for Hodges. Or for Roberts, excuse me. Off the handoff. Tackle. Last one up off the bottom of the end of the season.
Well, Forest Park needs a punter, and he's also a pretty good catcher.
Hand off to Kurt Rowe. Rowe goes off. He's dancing around inside. He's going to be stopped. That was the Barry Sanders move, folks. In fact, I'm sure you folks back up again in Lake London have heard him compared to that. A 2-yard. Hodges brings his team out. He sets Roberts off to the left. Lone setback, and it's a pitch to Kurt Rowe around the left-hand side. He's got the first down, a gain of 5 on the play, down to about the 24-yard line. Gain of 6 actually on the play. Department, easy to spot for us. And off to Robert. Robert bounces around. This time he's going to be drilled back after a short gain, maybe a gain of 1. Scott Holmes wrestles him to the ground, pulling us off a little bit. 2nd and 9 for the Lakes. Roberts in motion, pitch to Kurt Rowe. He follows Roberts and Aaron Fezzi around the left side, down near the 20-yard line. Inside the 20, actually, they're going to place it at about the 19-yard line. A gain of 5 on the play. Third, and sets them. Quick play action. Hand off to Roberts. Roberts dives forward. He's going to be short of the first down. Inside the 25, it's going to be a gain of maybe 2 on the play. 4th and, well, only 1 different times that have made it. This will be their 4th attempt on 4th down. Hodges fakes, back to pass. He throws into the end zone. He's got Schmidt out there through his hands. Oh, he had it all the way. That time, Dennis Schmidt unable to pull it down, but he was in the end zone. Forest Park there defensively. But pass David Group now, the ball at the 20-yard line, it looks like. Simone on the right-hand side. Michael Simone breaks through the hole out to the 35. Gain of 15 on the play for Michael Simone. He had 1 guy to beat again, Brendan. Boy, oh boy, Forest Park doing a good job there. Forest Park come out again, 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line, going off to my left in their black uniforms. Stewart comes in motion behind Group. Now there's going to be motion. I don't know if there's a flag on the play. Simone hit and drives forward. He's going to get up over the 35 for a gain of 2. No flags thrown. I saw someone on the Trojan line jump, but no penalty called. Linden ran about 6 minutes off the clock to start, and then gave it up on downs. Finally, here's the handoff and the ride. Simone going around the right-hand side now, and this time excellent defensive play. Simone stopped for no gain, trying to pick up some numbers out there. Number 42 for the Lakes, that's Steve Barrell, and also Aaron Fezzi. David Group on the call. He's got Simone split wide left. Group straight back in the pocket to pass. He's got Simone over the middle. The ball picked off by the Lakes. That's Steve Barrell. Barrell gets it back to the 35-yard line. That hits Simone in the shoulder pad. It bounced backward. There were 3 Lakes there in the defensive coverage, and Steve Barrel on the interception for the Lakes. It'll be 1st and 10. Doug Hodges brings his team out. He's looking back to pass. He's got a receiver out here. Coos trips on his own and goes down. This will be a short gain of about maybe 4 on the play. John Coos took Kaiser for the Forest Park cheerleaders. Hand up the middle of Roberts. Roberts going to have a first down. Tackled by David Group, but not till Roberts gets down to about the 21-yard line. Coach Ron Warner alternating his offense, spreading the ball around. Hodges now on the call. Pitch to the far left side. That's Kurt Rowe. He gets around that block, and Rowe cuts it up. Finally tackled by Solka, but a gain of 6 on the play. Bring up a 2nd and 3, and Linden Lakes are knocking on the Trojan door again. Right from the Superior Dome as the Trojans take on the Bessemer Speed Boys. Hand off to Roberts. Roberts charging forward, still on his feet, driving, and he's going to be down. It's enough for a first down. Roberts will be down near the 5-yard line. See where Dobie Anderson walks with the Sparting PH. It's going to be a gain of... Right? Hodges now on the call. Hand off to Roberts off the left-hand side. He's going to be tackled down near the goal line. Roberts followed a block there from Mark Hoffman and Ted Karanen to get down. He's a gain of 4 on the play. Gain of 5. They'll give him 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. So you got a little bit of everything there. Hodges got a loaded backfield on the handoff to Roberts, and he's in for the touchdown. 26-0 your score now, and Billy Roberts picks up his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the score now moves out with 1 minute and 17 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter, and the Lakes are starting to pile it on. Forest Park affected by that to kick at all. I don't know if they have a kicker, but when you're scoring like this, you don't need one. Barrel in motion. Hodges back to pass. He's got Schmidt in the corner of the end zone. Through his hands and no good. The score remains 26-0. Back after this with the kickoff. Again, which would be good news for the Trojans, although I don't know if getting Ewan-Shaw Creek is plus. Here's the kickoff by Schmidt. Comes down at the 35-yard line. Hola up the middle out to near the 40-yard line, maybe the 41. And Marcahola with a pretty good return. The Trojans will start with decent field position. Come over on Thursday night, another home game for Coach Jerry Huddle and his Lady Trojans. David Group on the handoff to Simone. Simone sweeping the right side, following a block by Burge. Stephen Burge played somebody out there real good. That's Hodges, the quarterback, but Burge flattened him. Simone with a gain of 4 on the play. 2nd and 6 for the Trojans. Simone to the sideline. Kyle Holmes, the up back. Marcahola is the deep back behind David Group. Handoff to Holmes. He charges straight forward. Holmes will have a gain of about 3 on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd and a long 2, maybe 3. Out to the Forest Park 47-yard line. They'll spot it. 3rd down to the field. The score 26-0. We'll be back with 4th quarter action on WIKB. And up here, hope to be bringing you good pictures in your head, folks, as you listen to us on the broadcast. Group on the call. David Group, quarterback sneak, first down. Gain of 6 on the play. Group down to the 47-yard line of the Lake. So a nice gain by...
Open, that usually works most of the time.
I think that's what David Group is looking at here himself. 1st and 10 for the Trojans at the 47-yard line. Lone setback, a pass over the middle of Wilcox. Wilcox complete down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 7. So Matt Wilcox, you can always look and say, folks, well, maybe too little, too late. 7:45 local time. That's 8:45 up there. It's a late game. 8 o'clock will be the kickoff for that game. Join us again on WIKB. Here's Group pass out to Scott Holmes. Holmes down to the 30-yard line. First down. I'm losing my voice. First down for the Trojans. Backfield. Group on the call. Hand off to Group on a rollout, and he's going to be swarmed under. Boy, the Forest Park backfield, unfortunately for David Group, nobody blocked. Loss of 3 or 4 on.
Where he could pitch it or throw it, but he just kept him. I don't think that was a wise decision there.
Now Group on the rollout comes to the right. He's got 2 receivers under a lot of pressure. Now he's going to tuck it under a run. Group gets back up to the original line of scrimmage and takes a big hit there from number 32. I believe that's Barrel again. 32 is Lee Marcotte. Excuse me, I get the numbers mixed up. Marcotte is a 5'8" Creek, and we can put that one in the book, so it'll be a 9-0 year for the Lake Linden Hubbell Lakes under Coach Ron Warner as they enter then Michigan High School Athletic Association football playoff action. 3rd down play. Group goes on a quarterback sneak up the middle. He's going to have some yardage, short yardage. They're going to move it about 4 yards. The near side here, Michael Simone comes right on the left or right sideline. Group on the call, group back in the pocket to pass. He's got a lot of time here. Airs it out. He's throwing it into the end zone. It's going to be intercepted in the end zone, and the fellow goes down on his knee. That will be a touchback, and the Lakes will get it out at the 20-yard line. Number 20 slipped to his knee as he caught it. That's John Coos. But the Lakes now will have the ball first and 10. That time he just got it a little bit offline, and Simone was his only receiver out there. Now Hodges on the call for the Lakes. Hands up the middle to Roberts. Roberts dives forward, and he's out to the 24-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play for Bill Roberts. 9:26 to nothing. I think everything starts to cool you off. Hodges now on the call, looking for Kurt Rowe. Rowe coming around the left side, following Bezzi, keeps his feet going, and now is going to be dropped down from behind. Tackled by Scott Holmes for the Trojans. Hodges remains in, all the starters remaining in yet for the Lakes. Hodges under pressure. He's got Kyle Holmes after him, and Holmes brings him down. Hodges tries to throw it. They're going to call it a loose ball, or the official, no, he pulls the flag out of his pocket. They could call that a fumble or a grounding. It's one or the other. Okay, there's the flag. The official didn't throw the flag in the air. He just kind of pulled it and dropped it right where it happened. So this is intentional grounding against the Lakes. That was on a third down play. That's a loss of down plus the yardage. So it'll be fourth down, and the Lakes will be kicking from their own end zone. Brendan Curtis Rowe, and I remember when he did kick one time in the first half. Deep to receive it. We're in a hole, and the ball bounces low, almost blocked by Wilcox there, but now it comes out, and it's going to be a nice kick by Rowe. It bounces out of bounds at the 37-yard line, Lake Linden territory, but Forest Park will get it back with their best field and maybe a moral victory. You can look at it, the Lakes have been averaging 43 points a game, and if they wind up with only 26, that's a plus. Pass to Wilcox. We're going to have motion called against the Trojans, another 5-yard penalty, and a good thing because that time Wilcox wasn't even looking at the ball, grouped him in the back of the head, and Matt Wilcox is heading to the left. Wilcox at one end, Scott Holmes at the other end, Kyle Holmes in the backfield. Hand off to Kyle Holmes up the middle, short gain. Kyle Holmes going to have maybe 2 down at the 40-yard line. That'll make it a second and 70 and 78. Aaron Bezzi, I know we look forward to this game all season long. They pointed to this team. Also the North 6 to the Nordics. Forest Park now 0-2. Again, Matt Wilcox hit in the head, folks. I don't know what the play call is. He actually was hit in the helmet by the pass from David Group. We're going to bring up 3rd and 13 now. Now I can mention the cheerleaders because they're here too after this play. Group down 3rd and 13 for the Trojans. Group straight back in the pocket. Holding, no call. The Group wobbles it out here. It's going to go, it's going to be picked off by John Coos again. And Coos will intercept at the 10-yard line. And it'll be the Lakes ball. Coming back the other way. John Coos intercepted, met the Forest Park Trojans. Now, on the call, Hodgson still in there, hands off to Roberts. Roberts out to the 15 to the 20-yard line. A gain of 10 for Bill Roberts, and it's going to be a first down for the Lakes. A gain of 11, actually, for Roberts. And actually, who had the winning ticket. Somebody is going home happy. Hodges to Kurt Rowe. Rowe cuts it up the middle and is dragged down out over the 26-yard line. It looks like a gain of 6 on the play. 2 games at the Dome this year. One, the away team last week. They were considered the away team. Next week, they'll be the home team up at the Superior Dome. Pitcher on the right-hand side to Kurt Rowe. Rowe cuts it up, first down, and more. Rowe out to the 35-yard line, it looks like. So a gain of 9 on the play for Curtis Rowe. Of course, our statistics, unofficial, folks, and Burge, the nose guard position for the Trojans. Doug Hodges on the fake to Roberts. Roberts out to the 40-yard line. He's going to gain just by falling forward. He picks up 5 yards. Bill Roberts, a big guy. Coming in, Andy Kirkpatrick for the Trojans. Up at the Dome, it'll be the home game again. But not everybody can get there. Roberts goes in motion, cuts it upfield, hand off to Rowe. Kurt Rowe at the 50, and he finally brought down inside Trojan territory at the 44-yard line. A gain of 17 yards on the play for Curtis Rowe. Kickoff Central Time. Now here's a new back in the game for the Lakes, number 33 on the carry, Steve Koskela. Koskela will have a gain of, well, there's a penalty flag on the play. We'll see what this is all about before we indicate it's something against the Trojans. So Koskela with a gain of 5 on the play. Gain of 5 for Koskela, and now I believe that looks like a face mask because they're marking off from there. And down to the 25-yard line. I'll pick up numbers as I can, folks. The quarterback is in there, a new quarterback, number 5, Sean Koderi. He's 6 foot, 160-pound junior. That handoff up the middle for the Lakes, getting up off the bottom of the pile. Number 35, Sean Coder now at the center position. Coder spins, hands off quickly. Stop for no gain. Nice tackle there. We'll see who that was for the Trojans. Coder on the call. And a pitcher on the right side to 33. That's Koskela. Koskela off the right-hand side. Stops short at the first down. Tackle out there by Scott Holmes and also 76, Andy Kirkpatrick for the Trojans. Kirkpatrick's the junior for Coach Ray Palmer. Gain of 2 on the play. 148-pound junior wide receiver. Hadia in at the left end. Coder on the pitch, throw to the right end to Koskela. He cuts it up. He's going to be stopped short, I believe. He's on the far side of the field. Steve Koskela on the carry. We'll see where they mark it. Scott Holmes again on the stop, along with help from Mark Stewart. And it's a first down. He picked up just enough, a gain of 4. Scott Holmes in at a linebacker position. Sean Coder, quarterback now for the Lakes. Coder hands off the left-hand side. And diving forward down near the 10-yard line. A gain of about 5 on the play. That's 35. Bester, Jason Bester. These kids all put in a lot of time. Now Forest Park's going to get hit for having too many players on the field. Maybe. No, Marco Hola makes it. Nope, they're going to have motion calls. Hola got off the field, so it can't be against them. I believe it's going to be a motion penalty called against the Lakes. Here, this is garbage time, folks. But as I said, everybody wants to play. Now they're going to call motion against the Trojans. Marco Hola came off the field. Score. The ball is at the 6-yard line. Coder on the handoff up the middle to Bester. Jason Bester on the carry. Short gain of 2 on the play. 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. The clock's still running. 28 seconds to go. Coach Ray Palmer hurries him up. He gets off okay. Coder on the pitch to the right side. It's going to go to Koskela. He's going to be near the goal line. Number 33. Okay, he got in. Steve Koskela got in. The trail official was able to signal touchdown, but then he also knew he had to call offsides, and he knows the Trojans are not going to give him the points. So with 8 seconds to go, they're going to march off the penalty, and I believe as soon as they set the ball, they'll start the clock. We'll have to watch, Brendan. 26-0 to score. Seconds to go. Sean Coder at quarterback. And he hands off to Koskela off the right-hand side. Koskela heading for the corner. He's going to dive. And touchdown for the Lakes. And the clock runs out. But Steve Koskela, number 33, Stephen Koskela scores a touchdown with no time left. The score moves now to 32-0. And they will get to attempt the extra point. But that'll be the end of the game. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Forner is talking to the officials. I think this kind of would be no reason that they have to. No, they're not going to. So that's your final score, 32-0, the official final score without an extra point attempt tried. We'll be back with the post-game wrap-up after these messages on WIKB.
Santee Sewer and Excavating wishes the Forest Park Trojans the best of luck this season. Contact Santee Sewer at 875-3080.
Is solid in Double C. Calumet needs to beat West Iron County and receive downstate help. And as the list moves along a little quicker than I had planned, Iron Mountain is in good shape in Class C. Ontonaga needs a victory in Double D. As long as they beat Ironwood, they'll make the playoffs. And as you see, Class D zip by. Lake Linden Hubbell is in real good shape. Brimley takes on North Dickinson at the Dome Friday. Bessemer battles Crystal Falls in the Dome Friday. And the Speed Boys will root for Bark River Harris to knock off Detour. Meanwhile, the last Upper Peninsula Sports Writers and Sportscasters Association high school football poll is out. The Big Five remains the same. Iron Mountain picked up all the first-place votes, followed by Kingsford, Ishpeming, Menominee, and Negaunee. Calumet and Munising also received votes. The Little Five, top 3 stayed the same. Lake Linden Hubbell again with all the top votes. North Dickinson and Brimley. Ontonagon and Park River Harris each moved up 1. Honorable mention went to Detour, Baraga, and Bessemer.